Hello everybody and welcome to the Charlotte Motor Speedway for the NASCAR Heat 5 Series Finale Prelude here, where we're going to have Craftsman Truck Series and Xfinity Series action before our main Cup Series finale. Friesen, Finch, and Annunziata to the rear to start this race here. The NC Education Lottery 200 in our Craftsman Truck Series finale in NASCAR Heat 5 here for the final time. We will crown ourselves a champion as we're green and underway here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway in this season and series finale of NASCAR Heat 5. Who will become our Truck Series Xfinity Series champions? We are going to find out as we are already off to a great start from 12th position, getting after it here into turn 1, charging 9th position, our number 98 Road Ranger Ford. Of course, we are running all 3 races this weekend as we usually do on championship weekend. As here we are now 3 wide to the inside of Brent Cruz, and of course the 17 of Gio Ruggiero coming in 19 points behind Chandler Smith for the championship lead. Here's the 18 of Tyler Ankrum. Him and Butterbean pretty much need a miracle to pull off this championship, so we'll see what they can do as Ankrum and I fighting for the race lead. We will lead the opening lap of racing here at Charlotte over Tyler Ankrum. Then a few laps later, we just missed the bottom, slide up the racetrack, and open the door for the 34 of Riley Herbst. Of course, part-time Truck Series schedule for Front Row Motorsports in that 34, so he's been running some races here at the end of the campaign. And he is now working his way, battling myself for position. We slide up the racetrack, and now we're starting to lose some ground as the tires really start to wear out and we start to struggle grip-wise here early in this race stage number 1. So we've slipped down to 4th here on the final lap of the stage, but it's going to be Riley Herbst winning stage 1 for Front Row Motorsports, Tyler Ankrum 2nd, Corey LaJoie 3rd, myself 4th, and Gio Ruggiero 5th, gaining 6 points on Chandler Smith, so that championship deficit goes from 19 to 13 points. Then Rhodes, Garcia, Cruz, Kyle Busch, and Andres Perez round out the top 10. So it is now just 13 points between Ruggiero and Chandler Smith, who did not earn any stage points for the championship lead. So we'll see how this all plays out. And we get back underway here in stage number 2. We are 3 wide of the inside of Herbst and Tyler Ankrum, and we make a quick move to take the lead on the restart like we did the initial opening lap of the race. We're really good here on the restart and for a few laps on the short run, and then we slam the apron like that, make a costly mistake. As we go up into the wall as well, going to cost us the lead. There goes our teammate of Jake Garcia in the 13. He goes into this Dawson Sutton's wrecking in the blown tire on lap 15. 25 truck into the wall hard, comes down the track and gets hit by Malazzi. So Sutton and Malazzi go crashing. No caution. We stay green as we dive bomb Herbst here in the final lap of the stage to steal 4th away, as it's going to be Jake Garcia winning stage 2 here in Charlotte, followed home by Corey LaJoie, Andres Perez, myself, and Herbst the top 5. Ben Rhodes 6th, Tyler Ankrum 7th, Kyle Busch 8th. Ruggiero only drops down to 9th, only earning 2 points. So it is now an 11-point gap between Chandler Smith and Ruggiero for the championship, and Luke Fenhouse will snag that final stage point. So Ruggiero has to beat Chandler Smith by 11 positions to win the title here tonight, as we are 17 to go in this race. Final stage of the Craftsman Truck Series NASCAR Heat 5 season underway, as we are clear of Corey LaJoie and Jake Garcia with another great restart for us. Allows us to easily drive off to P1 here in the race lead. We're holding it for a pretty good while here into this run until we go too high up the track, bang the wall hard, slam Garcia back into the wall, huge mistake. We just overdrove the corner, got into the wall, back down to our teammate Jake Garcia. We are now down to fighting for 5th, and the Herbst has blown a tire in front of us. There goes the 34. Caution is out on the racetrack, so myself, Herbst, and Ankrum come down pit road, taking 4 tires and fuel. This is a crucial strategy moment in this race. We'll see if it plays out. As right now, we have enough fuel to make it to the end of this race. Myself, Ankrum, and Herbst. Everybody else does not. So I don't know why they did not come in. They are basically putting themselves in a terrible position here as we go by the 38 of Chandler Smith for 21st. Keep that in mind. The 38 truck not running as well as he should be. So if he's running in 22nd, that would mean Gio Ruggiero would have to finish 11th or better to win the championship over the 38 of Smith. As now we're racing the 45 of Thomas Annunziata for 17th position here, working our way through this field now on fresh tires, of course, utilizing the fresh tires to our advantage, just driving on by trucks left and right. Now going by Brent Cruz in the top 15, catching up to Bailey Curry and BJ McLeod. That gets us up to P13. Now it is the 91 of Connor Hall running in 12th position. We'll get to the inside of him. And there's our sights on the 52 of Stuart Friesen and the 19 of Jack Wood to get into the top 10. We make that pass now to 7 laps remaining here in the season. And in this series, the Craftsman Truck Series, we give a big shove to Butterbean Queen, who's recovered to have a nice 7th place run right now, but still basically eliminated from championship contention because he didn't get any stage points. Tyler Ankrum pretty much needs to win, and the other guys to finish in the 30s. As then we get to the outside of Kyle Busch, charging our way into 6th place. So just 6 laps to go. We are chasing down Corey LaJoie, Ben Rhodes, Gio Ruggiero, Andres Perez, and Jake Garcia for the win, but they all still have to pit. So we are not really pushing terribly hard right now. We get to the inside of our teammate of Rhodes, go by him to get in the top 5. Now we're in the inside of Corey LaJoie, which allows us to drive into 7th place now. Sorry, not 7th, 4th place. Now we're setting our sights on Gio Ruggiero running 3rd, the current championship leader. Where they run, but here we go. Pit stops. This could change everything. Perez, Ruggiero in. We're up to 2nd in the ensuing lap. In comes Ben Rhodes and race leader Jake Garcia. And we cycle out to the race lead on the brilliant strategy play here with just 3 to go. Now white flag waving. Final lap presented by Credit One Bank here from Charlotte Motor Speedway for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series in NASCAR Heat 5. Looks like we're going to cap off a great run over the last couple of seasons in trucks with a race win here on strategy over Tyler Ankrum and Riley Herbst. As we work our way down the back straightaway and through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Going to get one final win in the truck series for Ford Thor Sport Racing's 98 truck, as on strategy we're going to win the season finale at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. A great way to end the season for our final truck start of the season. Now we're going to burn out on the front straightaway here to celebrate this series and the success that has brought us here, the truck series. A nice little addition to the career mode. Had a lot of fun racing trucks at a bunch of different racetracks, especially here at Charlotte. One of my favorites to race, besides of course the plate tracks and the road courses, which are also really, really fun. And the next time you'll see the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series will be in NASCAR 25. Of course, we've already seen that. This, of course, coming out a couple weeks after NASCAR 25 released on the Xbox. So I'm sure you've already seen some Truck Series content. And we will have that in our, of course, NASCAR 25 career mode coming up soon as well. So we celebrate in victory lane with the crew here in NASCAR Heat 5 one final time. As I the final race results here in the Craftsman Truck Series, of course, we pick up the win. Riley Herbst, Ankrum, 2nd and 3rd on strategy. Ben Rhodes, Kyle Busch, a great top 5 to end his Truck Series campaign. Friesen LaJoie, Finch, Connor Hall, and Gio Ruggiero finishes 10th position. And if you look on the results, Chandler Smith finishes in 21st. That means there are 11 positions between Ruggiero and Chandler Smith. And if you'll remember, going to the final stage, Chandler Smith's championship lead was 10 points. So this means that Gio Ruggiero has won the championship by a single point. 1 point determines everything. Can you believe that? Gio Ruggiero steals the championship back from Chandler Smith here in the finale by just 1 point. One position that 38 could have had anywhere is going to go to Ruggiero to allow him to steal the championship. Tyler Ankrum finishes 3rd in points. A great rookie year for Brendan Queen. Butterbean finishing 4th in the points as well. But oh my goodness, Chandler Smith choked the championship. So of course, Gio Ruggiero is your 2020. This would be 7, I believe. NASCAR Heat 5 Craftsman Truck Series champion here in Season 5 with a 5-win season. Was a dominant truck points leader literally every single race after the season opener at Daytona. And gets it for Toyota and Tricon Garage. Gio Ruggiero is champion in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series here for the first time in his career. And now, of course, we're going to the NASCAR XFINITY Series, the final race of this prelude episode for the Cup Series championship finale. Blaine Perkins to the rear. And how about championship contender Anthony Alfredo in the 21, 40 points down on Sawalich. Puts it on pole position alongside fellow championship rival Daniel Hemrick in the 11. We, of course, are bringing out our number 28 University of Rhode Island Ford here to start this race from 23rd position here in Charlotte. As we, of course, just, don't expect too much, as this is, of course, not great equipment here. Driving for Ryan Sieg's team. The goal here really just a top 20 for me. Top 15, top 20 is an ultimate goal. And if we could pull off the top 10, that'd be a huge day for us. As we get after early here on the inside of the 4 of Parker Retzlaff and Jeb Burton to try to work our way up into the top 20. But Anthony Alfredo out to the early lead here from pole position at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Could he cut into the championship lead held by William Sawalich? We will find out. as we are working our way through this field here slowly. So now feels like we've driven all the way up to 14th position. Now here's the 81 of William Sawalich, the championship leader, coming into today, not in stage point position. So looks like we're going to have once again drama once again in the championship, just like Chandler Smith, the championship leader, not in stage points position here in stage 1. Now on the final lap of the stage, we are racing Austin Green hard for position number 12 as Anthony Alfredo wins stage 1 here at Charlotte, cutting his deficit to 30 between him and Sawalich. And then Daniel Hemrick comes home in second, cutting his deficit from 24 points to 15 for the championship lead. Then Caruth, Kligerman, Tanner Gray, the top 5. Retzloff, Brandon Jones, Austin Dillon, Ty Majeski, Harrison Burton, the top 10. No stage points for us. Now here we are in stage 2 trying to hold on to the top 10 position, and Austin Green just sends it in and sends us up the racetrack into the wall, just being overly aggressive and part of the track he did not need to be. So I'm very frustrated at the 32 for that move as we end up dropping all the way down to 13th here as we are now 3 to go in stage 2. Smoke up ahead. There's a car with a problem. That's going to bring out the caution, ending stage 2 prematurely. So Alfredo is going to get the stage sweep and now cut his deficit in half from 40 to 20. Actually having a realistic shot at winning this championship now against William Sawalich. Daniel Hemrick comes home 4th, earning 7 points. So that deficit now cut down from 15 to 8. So 8 points between Hemrick and Sawalich for the championship lead, and 20 between Alfredo and Sawalich as we go into this final stage. Lane Riggs blew the tire. He's been eliminated from championship contention. It's down to the 81 as we slam the 32 into the wall here down the back straightaway on this restart, already showing our displeasure with Austin Green. Then we overdrive turn 3, get into Parker Retzloff, and here comes the 32 back on our outside, so we door slam him hard into the wall, and there goes Austin Green's positions. Sawalich drives by us into the top 10. Keep that in mind as we're now battling Connor Mozak for 14th, and smoke up ahead. Someone has a tire issue here in this final stage. That is stacking up. Austin Green in front of us. That is going to be the 91 of Ryan Ellis with a blown tire, going to be out of this race. His day is done. I realize this is a great time for us, so I try to come down to pit road, downshift way too early and spin ourselves out trying to pit, and we crash. Absolute disaster here in Charlotte. We collect Perez. Corey Day gets damaged, as does Annunziata, and then we come back up the track and collect others, and that will bring out the caution as we crash trying to pit. Just an absolute terrible mistake on our part. Now 10 to go. We are battling stage number 23. The 42 blows up right in front of us. There goes Mason Massey. The engine expires out of nowhere. We luckily avoid him and continue to battle Sammy Smith for 22nd. And now a few laps later, there goes Andres Perez with a blown tire from 33rd, crashes hard, collecting Patrick Staropoli into the outside wall. They both go. No caution. We stay green. Look at the stack up they have caused. Keep in mind, Alfredo ran into one of those two and has damage, so that gives Tanner Gray the race lead. And now Alfredo coming down pit road for an unscheduled pit stop with Staropoli, and all of a sudden we fly by 12 cars and are into the top 10 as we come in for our scheduled green flag pit stop here, coming to just 5 laps to go in this season for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. There's Alfredo coming out of the pits, but the 21 has lost all of his track position. We come in for 2 tires and fuel here to try to snag a top 10 finish after all the chaos here today. That would be incredible. As here we are rolling down the back straightaway, so front straightaway, coming out of the pit road exit, currently scored in 31st position, but everything's still got to cycle out here as a lot of cars pitted the lap ensuing what we just did there as well. So now here we are in 26th with Harrison Burton as this cycle finally cycles itself through, jumping us all the way up here as we pass the 19 of Brandon Jones to position number 11, position 12. But there are still 2 more cars who are on pit road, which we are going to pass here. Those being Austin Green and Sammy Smith, getting us into 10th position with just 2 laps to go. Now white flag waving, final lap of the NASCAR Xfinity Series in NASCAR Heat 5 here in this career mode at Charlotte Motor Speedway. It is Tanner Gray looking to win the season finale for the 2nd season in a row as we shove the 19 in the wall, because I am not going to give up this top 10 finish for this 28 team as Tanner Gray wins at Charlotte. Daniel Hemrick finishes in 2nd. See everyone else come through 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. William Sawalich will finish in 9th. Actually, I believe 10th position. He will finish in 9th. Sorry, he'll finish in 9th position. We get 10th to round out the top 10. And so remember, as I mentioned, the gap between Hemrick and Sawalich coming into this was 8 points. And guess what? There are 7 positions between them. So once again, it's going to be 1 point, if you can believe that, deciding the championship. And it's going to be Sawalich who's going to survive. Lane Riggs is in 14th, and the damage takes Alfredo, who's the dominant car of the day, out, who finishes down in 29th. Absolute disaster for the 21 team, choking away a golden opportunity to win the championship, but we get a solid top 10 for this 28 team. Shout out Parker Retzloff in the top 5, and there it is once again. 1 point decides the championship in both the Truck Series and Xfinity Series. Unbelievable. And both times, Toyota comes out on top with Ruggiero and trucks, and now William Sawalich is your NASCAR Xfinity Series champion for season number 5, surviving a spirited comeback by Daniel Hemrick to cut the deficit from 24-1. Just needed one more position. Riggs, Alfredo, they fumbled it away, but William Sawalich is going to be your NASCAR Xfinity Series champion for the final Xfinity season of this career mode, a 4-win campaign. He was the regular season champion, just like Gio Ruggiero, and Toyota 2 for 2 in the championships they could have possibly won here. As congrats to William Sawalich and the 81 team, Joe Gibbs Racing. They are champions of this season. And so Toyota, they will end this season with 2 championships, but of course they could not win the Cup championship as Denny Hamlin is out of championship contention. And as we will preview, of course, tomorrow's episode, which is the grand finale here of NASCAR Heat 5, it'll be a 100% length race from Charlotte, where we try to hold on to our 40-point championship lead over the 24 of William Byron. Hamlin Larson eliminated from championship contention, just trying to fight for that 3rd spot in the points. So can we basically successfully survive and have our coronation tomorrow as a 5-time champion consecutively, tying Jimmy Johnson's record for most consecutive NASCAR Cup Series championships? That should be a thriller. So tomorrow, tune in for the NASCAR Heat 5 finale as we race for one final time. As we conclude this episode, as always, I'm going to give a special shout out to my channel members. So thank you so much to JJ, Brenda Breen, and Jeremy Isley. Really appreciate your guys' support. It means a ton to me. Helps this channel and I continue to grow, produce some awesome content. Now pushing towards 2,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you are watching and are not subscribed, please do subscribe. It's completely free. It only takes a couple of seconds, and I would really, really appreciate it. If you want to become a channel member like D3 and get exclusive perks and shoutouts, link is in the description down below. So until next week, I hope you all have a good one.